morning. I think it's good afternoon. My name is Zafer Akyel, and I'm managing the solutions team at WebEngage. I have recently joined. I think it has been almost 8 months now, and I have no idea why they put me on the stage because I think I should be just sitting in the office, creating solutions and drawing those architectural diagrams because I'm a very technical person. You know, I am the one who is creating all those the circles, triangles, rectangles, and linking those or connecting those with the little arrows, right? Um, so today I just want to talk about customer retention, but I know that it is a very generic topic, right? But I would like to share my perspective on the customer retention, because if you look at the definitions, if you go and search on Google, or if you're a fan of ChatGPT, which I love it, by the way, you will see this definition. This is the basic definition of customer retention, which is basically the ability of a company to retain its customers over time, which is fine. But my perspective, my understanding is a little bit different, and I have my own definition for the customer retention, which I will be sharing shortly. But is it what is this? What is this about customer retention? Is it really worth it? Is it really worth investing time, effort, or money? Right? Because it's gonna cost you some money as well. Do we really need it, or would you just let all your customers go away and invest more on the acquisition so you get more fresh customers? That is a strategy as well, right? So let's have a look at some numbers, okay? Some statistics around some researches. Cost-wise, if you compare acquisition and retention, you're gonna see that acquiring customers is gonna cost you 7 times more than retaining customers. So that shows us something, right? Acquisition is something very expensive. And I know this very well because I have been in the MarTech industry for, I think, almost 15 years now. And I have worked with, mostly the MarTech companies and worked with maybe 10, maybe 1,000 customers. And they are spending a lot of money on the acquisition. And the thing is, the real money is actually on the acquisition, on paid media, right? If you are familiar with performance marketing, programmatic, DV360, Google Display and Search, all these, you have to invest, you have to spend a lot of money to bring net new customers. But the question is, once you get them in, how can you guarantee that those customers are gonna do their first transaction with you, right? That is a big question mark. So the second one is the ROI, return on investment. And at the end of the day, all we care about is these numbers, right? The return on investment. But even little increase in customer retention is gonna have a huge impact on your revenue. So based on the statistics, 5% increase in retention will help you, will lead 25 to 95% in revenue. This is huge. Imagine that even small changes, like few percentage increases, it's gonna help you. It's gonna bring you more money, right? Loyalty. Yeah, of course, we all know that loyal customers, they are the ones who are spending more money, and they are the ones who are often, buying your products and services. So that is why we are calling them loyal customers, right? And referrals, this is my favorite one because this is zero cost. So there was some discussions on the previous session. So they were discussing about the acquisition, retention, and so on. And, one gentleman said, we have to keep our customers happy, right? It is all about making the customer happy and providing the best experience. If you do that, if you have happy customers, if you provide them the best experience, what they're going to do is they will share their feedback. They will share their experience with the people around them. And then what will happen is that will bring fresh new customers to your business with zero cost, right? You're not spending any money. All you have to do is just make your customers happy. I'm just gonna skip this one in the interest of time. But how are we gonna do that? There are many strategies, but my session is not about these strategies. I'm not gonna focus on these strategies. There are many of them, right? To improve the overall customer experience, improve the customer retention rates. So few of them offer personalized service, build trust, which is the most important one. Use cross-channel. Everyone's preference is different, right? I might be interested in receiving push notifications. Maybe I'm not checking my emails. So it is good to use cross-channel orchestration. Gather feedback. Customers hear, listen to your customers. If they are sharing something, hear them, listen them, and then take action based on those feedbacks. Improve customer support services, incentivize loyalty. So I was going on a coffee yesterday with my colleagues, our marketing manager Hajra and our CSM lead Robert, and I asked them, okay, where should we go? And Hajra said, let's go to Costa. I was like, maybe we should try something else, right? And Hajra said, no, let's go to Costa. I said, why? Why are you insisting on Costa? He said, if I buy a coffee because I would like to use my loyalty app, I have my loyalty app, Costa app, and I will get a free coffee the next day, right? So we have to invest some effort on building these loyalty programs just to incentivize. Okay, so it's all about the customer retention and so on, right? But my perspective is something different. My message that I would like to give, this is my very, very own definition of customer retention. The ability of a company to understand the feelings of its customers, to provide them the best experience and make them become loyal. This is the actual definition of a customer retention. This is for me, of course, because it is all about understanding the customers, understanding their feelings, understanding their emotions, understanding their moods. It's basically understanding everything about your customers. And then based on that, you will be providing the best experience to these customers that will lead to ROI, revenue, profit, all those numbers that you are expecting. So the focus should be changing from numbers such as revenue, ROI, profit to understanding those customers' emotions, feelings, and moods. If you do that, if you understand your customers, then you will have the answer, okay, who to target. You will know that. When to target, what to target. You will get all these answers if you understand your customers. And at the end of the day, what will happen is you will be having a proper journey for each of your customers, individual customers. And that will indirectly help you with revenue, ROI, profit, all these numbers, right? So my message for this session, I know we have very limited time, is just focus. The companies should be focusing on understanding customers, not the numbers. If they focus on the customers, that is why we have this jargon, maybe in the last few years, data-driven marketing. Because I remember, like, when I first started my career, I was working in a marketing automation company. Again, the approach, the traditional marketing approach was completely different, right? Everyone was starting with a campaign. We have this campaign, we have this product, and we would like to promote this. How? You don't even know who your customers are, who to target. It was basically batch and blast. So we were basically bombarding people with irrelevant messages. And what was happening is they were unsubscribing. And the worst thing is they were clicking on spam. And do you know what would be the impact? Even if you receive one spam from your emails, because all of these email service providers, they're looking at your reputation. So you have the sender domain reputation, you have the brand reputation, you have the IP reputation. Even a single spam complaint will cost you a lot, The next time, let's say you have a great product that you're going to be promoting, all your emails will land into spam and you will lose the opportunity to reach out to them again or to sell your products and services. Is it easy to understand the customer's emotions, feedback, feelings, moods? It's not that easy. It's not that easy, but at the same time, it's not a rocket science as well. So all you have to do is you should be starting with a unified profile. So what is this guy doing? What is my customer doing? The demographics, gender, it could be anything, any kind of demographic information, additional attributes, channels. Do they prefer email, SMS, push notification, their preferences, their transactions? When was the last time they did some purchase from you? How often they are buying something, your products and services? Their interests, their life events. Are they having a wedding anniversary, or is it their birthday? So all should be, along with interactions, of course, like are they interacting with you on these engagement channels? We should be collecting everything. And all these, this is referring to the online channels, but this should include the offline channels as well, right? Without offline, if you're running a business on online and offline, if you have offline stores, you should be capturing data about your customers from offline sources as well. Otherwise, you won't be able to have this unified profile, or in other words, we call it customer 360. Once you have this, it is all about analyzing the data. Just check. What I have seen so far is the companies are not investing time. It's all about let's just send this campaign. Even though the target audience is the correct one, the relevant one, they're just sending the campaigns, but no one is looking at the reports. Maybe, they're basically looking at, okay, how many email opens we have, the push notifications, deliveries, but just the basic ones, right? What we should be doing is, we should be checking everything. We should be analyzing everything, all the events. If they clicked on the unsubscribe, if the bounce rates, maybe your list hygiene is not good, so you have to work with your data science team. The idea is to check everything, check every possible reports, insights, or analytics. And then you will be able to feed it back to your unified profile and extend it and proceed. And this is from Gartner. According to Gartner marketing survey, finds only 14% of the organizations or the companies have achieved 360 customer view. This is a good number, by the way. Like 14% is not bad. But I think what companies have realized, they are understanding, okay, we should be focusing more on data instead of the campaigns. Because at the end of the day, it's all about understanding those customers. And to understand the customers, you should be looking at the data. You have no other way. It is the only way. It's the only way to understand the customers. So what we do, I'm just going to give you a short overview of our solution. What we do at WebEngage, what we offer to you. We offer you to understand those customers' feelings, emotions, and moods. And how we do that? We capture data from all available properties of yours. It could be online, your website, it could be your mobile application, any other if you have multiple websites or mobile applications, your CRM system, your loyalty system, any available data source. We will be capturing all these just to help you to understand your customers, right? And then what is next is you basically know the answer of who. And then you create relevant segments, relevant audiences. To give an example, okay, I know that these guys are interested in buying lipsticks, or let's say, it just came to my mind. Let's say a woman keeps buying lipsticks every month, right? So that is a target. So you know who to target. And then you can also ask Web Engage, right? You know that audience, ask Web Engage, okay, Web Engage, give me more customers that might be interested in lipsticks. So we have predictive segmentation, which is running AI and machine learning that will give you more audiences, lookalike audiences, right? To extend the reach for your campaigns. And what is next is, you know who to target. Okay, what is next? What will I do with these audiences? The question is what and on which channel. So we support more than 12 channels and we are very flexible. We can integrate with any third-party solution. I mean, our CTO is here. Is it okay saying this? We can integrate with everything. So we can integrate with any kind of third-party solutions. We are very agile. We are very flexible company. And you know which channel to target because you have the audience, right audience, you know where to target. Or if you don't know it, you can send an SMS, push notification, and leverage all these channels. Or you can ask Web Engage, okay, Web Engage, what is the right channel for this type of customers? You can ask it. Again, we have the best channel, which is again using the AI, machine learning. That will give you, okay, this channel is best for this specific customer. Let's say push notification. And it is changing for each of your customers because their preferences are different. Personalization, I'm not talking about personalizing the personalization with simple things such as first name, last name, because we were doing that, 15 years ago, maybe even 20 years ago. Personalizing the engagement channels, the messages, the contents with first name, last name is no longer works. I'm talking about fully personalizing the content, the actual content. You can leverage Web Engage to personalize the full content. So you will be receiving, let me just give an example from myself, from my wife. My wife will be getting an email or a push notification which is related with her history, which is, let's say, lipsticks, right? And for me, it will be different because I'm interested more in cycling. So I will be receiving a content, a fully personalized, which we call it hyper-personalized contents. So I will be receiving cycling accessories, for example, right? And the analytics piece is the most important part, the most important part. It doesn't make sense. Even if you have this unified profile, customer 360, which is great, you run campaigns, okay, perfect. You're seeing some ROI, some revenue. But if you're not looking the analytics, the performance of your campaigns, what your customers are actually doing on your website, mobile application, in offline stores, there is no point, right? You have to be checking all these analytics, insights, reports available. Otherwise, again, as I mentioned, I keep mentioning the same thing, but otherwise you won't be able to have this customer 360. And we offer a bunch of reports, insights within the solution, such as RFM scoring, cohort analysis, full funnel. And the good thing about is the reports and the insights is these are actionable insights. So you will see those insights, let's say, and the customers who are dropping off from one of the stages of your funnel, you see that report, you see that insight, but you can also target them. That's why we are calling it actionable insights. You can just extract them and then use it within your journeys. So we have a booth outside, a demo booth. Feel free to come if you have any questions regarding our solution. We are releasing, lots of cool features every quarter. We have product releases. The magic part, I'm not going to go into the details of this, but just to give an idea, significant factors, actionable insights, gamification, which is, I think, very popular now. We will be here, myself and my team will be outside. There is a demo section. Feel free to come and ask us any question. So I will leave you with this. I know it is very common, generic, everyone is using Steve Jobs and Hetar is here. So he asked me not to use Steve Jobs because everyone is using Steve Jobs. But I love it because this is so relevant. this is so relevant, right? All the things I have been talking about for the last maybe, okay, I have 50 seconds left. All the things that I have been talking so far, it's all about this. And this is why Apple is so successful. Everyone loves Apple. Most of the people loves Apple because it's not about the product. Product is great, but there are better products. Samsung devices, some of the Samsung devices are better than technologically, better than Apple, but it's about the overall customer experience. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed my session. Again, please feel free to come and visit our demo booth. Thank you.
WebEngage. Retention simplified.